Hey guys, it's Cara, and it has been so long since I've done a video that I have long hair now, so I apologize for the delay. I also apologize if you can hear the snowblower in the background. We just got 2 feet of snow, so that's going to be on and off for a bit, I think. 2025, I had a lot of health issues. I didn't do a lot of backpacking. I did not really put much content out there, but it is 2026. I have some new gear. We have some big trips we're planning, so we're going to get into it. As usual, I packed the pack up, and I'm going to go through everything. The only thing that's not in the pack is the tent, and that is because we're still debating which one of us is going to carry the duplex this year. Usually it's me. This year it might be Jess. We're trying to figure out what pack she's going to use, so that's going to kind of determine who's going to carry this. If she gets a bigger pack than a 30 liter, then she'll take it. If she gets something similar to this, then I will figure out a way to cram it into my bag. So that is not in the pack because we don't know who's going to carry it, but this is the tent we're going to be taking. And along with that, MSR groundhogs and some shepherd hooks. So the pack itself is a 30 liter Cutaway from Nashville pack. If you watched my video last year, I actually had a red pack, white pockets. It was a custom pack. I loved it. There was nothing wrong with it, but I did want to try the new Alula fabric. This is supposed to be top-of-line fabric. It doesn't delaminate, doesn't stain, doesn't fade. So I wanted to see how this was going to perform on our trips this year. So on the outside of the pack, on this side, I have my Sawyer squeeze. I will probably have a 1 liter smart water bottle. The other side, I have the new Thru bottle. I'm trying to use less single-use plastic bottles, so this is going to be the main bottle. I might buy a second one of these to put the Sawyer squeeze on, but I've heard these don't squeeze as well because they're obviously a thicker, more durable plastic. So we'll see what I decide to go with. I might just get 2 and hope for the best. In this outside pocket, I have trowel and just a little bag, tampons, toilet paper, and that's in the little shelf pocket. Further down here, I have my little Sea to Summit poncho. I'm going to try this out instead of using a rain jacket. If you've seen any of my videos, I have had an outdoor research rain jacket for 7 years now. I've always used that, so I want to try this and see how it does. And the last thing that's in this outer pocket is just my little ditty bag. So this is a Dyneema bag from Almond's Right. It has a very minimal first aid kit, toothbrush, toothpaste from Zpacks, some little towels, a bigger towel for like wiping down any condensation in the tent. I have my little knife and my tiny little Nightcore flashlight. Going into the pack, if I carry the tent was normally on top. Since I'm probably not taking that, I have my food bag. This is another Dyneema bag from Almond's Right, and there's obviously no food in it now. What I do have in it is some bear line with a carabiner, my titanium spork, my little BRS stove, and then I have my Toaks titanium cook pot, and I will put the stove and a small fuel canister inside of this pot. Keep it all in my food bag. Next up is my little electronics bag. Obviously I had to get the poop emoji. I don't know if that's coming out on camera, but it's cute. So I have something new this year, and that is a flex tail pump and the little nozzle that I need for what I'm blowing up. And then I just have a Nightcore power bank and a plug, some cords. I am upgrading to a 20,000 instead of a 10,000 power bank, so that is coming in the mail. Next in the bag is my clothes bag. And this is just a little Enlight Equipment stuff sack. And inside of here, I have 2 pairs of socks. I have some leggings to sleep in. They're just cheap Nautica leggings. I have a pair of just cheap thin underwear and then some ex officios. Then I have a Smart Wool hoodie, sun hoodie, and Brooks Chaser shorts. Now I will be wearing another pair of these shorts. I'll be wearing another one of these sun hoodies. The only bits of clothing that I don't have that I will be bringing, I have an Outdoor Research Echo tee to sleep in. It's super light. And I have a Leave Outdoor Octa hoodie, and both of those things I left at my mom's a couple months ago. I've never remembered to get them, so I will also be bringing those, but I do not have them with me for right now. The Leave hoodie weighs 4 ounces, I believe, and the Outdoor Research tee weighs like 2.5, so they're worth bringing. Next up is my pillow. Just a little Klymit pillow, super cheap, super comfortable. And to go with the pillow, I have my sleeping pad. Now this is not the lightest pad on the market. It's almost 19 ounces, but it costs $35 and it is incredibly comfortable. I did a video on one of these. It was actually an orange one, which I have, but I wanted to have a new one for our trip this year. So this is the best night's sleep I've ever had is on this pad. My mom has the same one. She has a ton of trouble sleeping on the ground, and her and I both took these, tested them out for a couple nights, and got the best sleep we've ever gotten. And when Jess and I took our road trip over the summer, I slept on one of these for about 2 weeks, and it was perfect. So it's heavy, it's a little bulky. I'm gonna take it. It's 75 denier, so it should be pretty durable. So hopefully this will give me no issues. And the flex tail pump is to blow up both of those things. And the last and most expensive thing for this year is my quilt. And this is the Cutaway Palisade. It's a 30-degree quilt. I did get 1 ounce of overstuff in this, so it's probably technically a 28-degree quilt now. This is the most expensive and most premium quilt I have ever bought, but I wanted something that was going to be incredibly warm. It was going to be durable. This is supposed to be kind of top of the line. The pad attachment system I have to kind of work with a little bit. Although for summer I probably won't even bother bringing it, but for colder trips I want to make sure that I really know how to use it to seal in all the drafts. But this cost me about $460, and I will keep it forever. But it is supposed to be kind of the best of the best, and I wanted something that was warm and durable, and I think this is going to be perfect. So that's it. The only other thing missing would be the pack liner, which I am not going to put in here because it's just loud and crinkly. But that's it. Everything that I showed you, including the things that are missing, and the tent, which I don't know if I'm going to be carrying, comes out to about 9.2 pounds for a base weight. If I do take the tent, Jess will probably take some little things to just offset some of the weight of me carrying the tent for both of us. If she takes it, I will take something of hers just to make it even. But that's about it. We are trying to do quite a few small trips, and then over the summer we're going to try to do a couple 100 miles of the Appalachian Trail over about a month and a half, 2 months. So this is what we're going to be bringing. I'm sure we will be tweaking certain things. She's still trying to get her gear list set up because she's trying a whole bunch of new gear this year. So I will try to do a video on that or convince her to do one. But that's about it. 9.2 pounds. Not bad. Again, new pack fabric to test out, new super expensive quilt to test out, and that's about it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. Thank you guys for watching.